Hey, what's up, traders? Here are my top stock picks for the week. We're going to start off with SPY. The end of week last week on SPY was a huge surprise to me. I thought for sure, moving to the 5-minute time frame, that after this opening gap down, that we were going to continue down. SPY had other plans. The overall market had other plans, rallied all the way back up to fill the gap, and then even pushed into higher recent highs. And now we're trading just below the $400 whole number on the daily chart time frame and right at the 200 EMA on the daily. So where do we continue on from here? That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? I think that we can maintain a bullish bias if we are to break the $400 whole number going into next week. I do think that there's a chance we will see some consolidation or sideways movement at the $400 whole number. There is a chance that we also reject this level and come down. So it's anybody's guess where we go from here. Just simply put, if we can break 400 and hold it, we can remain bullish on the overall market. Otherwise, expect to see some chop or expect to see a rejection and the move back down. First one on the watch list going into next week is going to be Tesla. I want to keep eyes on this here. It started to shape up what's known as a double bottom pattern on the daily chart time frame after testing this $100 whole number as a point of support. So we've got the base 1, the neckline, base 2, and we're now back at that neckline and treating that area or that level as a point of resistance. And what's more is that we've started to range trade at that neckline. So I'm going to move this to the 5-minute time frame. It's a little easier to see. We have overall support around 115, overall resistance around 124 to 125. So I'm watching Tesla next week for a break of this range, which would also be a break of the neckline here on the daily time frame above 125 for the move towards 130 plus. All right. Next one on the watch list is going to be AMD. This one has officially broken. The downtrend trend line has reclaimed the 50 EMA on the daily and is now kind of starting to move up with a little bit of hesitation, but it's getting there. I'd like to watch this over 71.5, maybe even over 72 going into next week for the move higher. Just a simple continuation watch. This one was also a double bottom pattern right here, 1, 2 on the daily, and it's now confirmed, right? Breaking the overall downtrend, breaking the 50 EMA. So we're going to keep an eye on that moving forward. Next one on the watch list, Shopify, SHOP. I like this one. I haven't put it on the watch list in quite some time. What I was waiting for was a break of the $40 whole number, which you can see is a pretty major point of resistance going back for the past, I don't even know how many months this is. A lot of months. There is a bullish engulfing candlestick right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Formed at the 50 EMA, so a bit of consolidation at the 50 EMA after reclaiming it, then a bullish engulfing pressing above the 50 EMA here, and it's now trading below $40. So we're looking for a break of 40 going into next week. I know we're a little bit off, we're at $39 right now, so we're not quite at that breakout point just yet, but definitely something to watch moving forward. Shopify over 40. Next one on the watch list, Roku. I've mentioned this one to my server members before. I've put out information on this, but I'm going to revisit this trade idea. Roku has broken over the $50 whole number. It is reclaiming the 50 EMA on the daily. We're looking for simple continuation here, higher highs, long above 51 for the move higher. I would expect to see some resistance on this around $54. That would be my price target one. I'll draw a trend line right there so you can see. So $54, just kind of basing that off of where all of this resistance was hit in the past, and then that kind of flipped to an area of support here as well as over here. Next one on the watch list, PayPal, PYPL. So you're going to see a lot of this kind of similar setup, right? Stocks breaking the downtrend trend line, hitting the 50 EMA, consolidating at or near that 50 EMA, and then starting to press over. I like PayPal over $80 next week if it can get there for the move higher from here. Meta, next one on the watch list. So this one already did the consolidation at the 50 EMA. We talked about the pennant breakout. That pennant breakout is still going. Meta still has strength moving forward. It has still been pressing into higher highs. So we're looking for a long over 138 with a price target now of $140 in mind. That's going to be our next point of resistance. Fairly simple watch list so far. A lot of continuation trade ideas given that price action on SPY at the end of week last week. Next one on the watch list and final one on the watch list is going to be Netflix, NFLX. The only reason why this is on the watch list is because of earnings. So I'm not looking to take a trade prior to earnings. I'm looking to take a trade after the earnings report. So, we'll see where this goes. If they beat earnings or if they don't beat earnings, doesn't really matter. I'm looking at a potential gap up or gap down here and then looking to stick with that trend for the continuation move, either up or down. All right, I hope the videos helped you out. Remember that preparation is the key to success, so I would encourage you to write this stuff down and then go chart it out yourself and try to create some type of rough plan or rough trade idea. Remember that these levels that I'm giving you right now, they are subject to change. They could potentially change depending on, if we get a gap up or a gap down in the market. But as it stands right now, that is my watch list. Those will be my likely trigger levels or levels to work around. Take care. Enjoy the long weekend. Remember, no trading on Monday, and I'll see you next week.